I'll be doing is I'll be molding my hair, and to mold my hair I'm going to be using some mousse, and it's the coconut curl first defying moisturized mousse. You can use no maybe mousse onayo. And just to do yourself a favor, when the shoguti your hair is nice and red, or have a bottle of water near you just in case your hair dries up before you style it with your mousse. You just want to brush it through your hair so that you get rid of the clumps and the tangles before you start styling it. So again, just going to go front, back, down, front, back. And my hair is still nice and wet. As you can see, it is dripping on my face. Ladies and gentlemen, please take time when you're trying to achieve a curl pattern with your hair. I had to try a couple of times before it got to the state in which I was happy to say, okay, what? I'm done now. I'm good with this shape. Take your time, don't rush yourself. If you're lucky, you might get it right the first time round, but if you are like the rest of us, then it will take a bit more time and a bit more practice for you to get it to look perfect. Mine is not perfect either, but I feel uguti, I got it to where I wanted it. I'm still going to style it using my flat iron, so I'm okay with it looking like this. So next I'm going to use my wrapping paper. And wrapping paper, guys, I know some of you might not know what it is. So this reminds me of the time, remember when we were having parties growing up and you had to decorate the walls with the balloon, and there was this little paper, most of the time it was pink, and we'd use it to make this little string for a wall design. We used to fold it up like this. Just folded a piece on top of the other. This reminds me of show and tell in high school. And then when you'd open it, it would be something like this. So the wrap sheet kind of feels like the same material as that, but it's mostly just used uguti to keep your hair flat in the way that you put it, so that when it dries the way you wrapped it. So that's what I'm going to do now. Because the wrapping paper is so lightweight, you just tie it around to your head and then it sticks on your wet hair. So that's why it's also very important for your hair to be wet during this process. You're just going to tie it around in directions which you feel is best to get your hair flat. I've also tied it from the top of my head, and then I moved it down to secure it around my chin. Once I've done that, I will just cut off the excess paper that I do not need, and then I will let my hair dry on its own. Okay, so if you have a dryer, you can go on and sit under your dryer to help it dry up, or if you have a regular hair dryer, you can also use that just to dry your hair up, or you can just let it air dry naturally. Okay, so I'm saying wheeler and sing. It's very easy removing your wrapping paper. You just tear it up, or you can use a little scissors just to cut it off, and then you should just be able to pull it off easily from your head when your hair is dry. So my hair feels pretty dry, and this is the pattern. So I'll be adding some Fructis oil to my hair just to have it looking nice and healthy and shiny. So the oil of choice that you use should be a light oil. We don't want it to weigh your hair down. We just want it to add a healthy shine, and also we want it to act as a heat protectant for your hair for when you start styling it.
So unfortunately, there was no way that I could show you myself curling the back, but as the video goes on, you will see how I did style it, and yeah, you'll see how it comes out.
So I've bumped up the back of my curls, so I'm just going to show you what I was doing at the back to the side of my hair. Lift up the hair that I don't really need, and I'll work with the hair that I do need. So I'm just gonna lift it up. You just want to bump it up. You don't want a full curl, so you're going to curl it and then you will put it back to how it was. So that's what I mean when I say I bump it up.
So the next few minutes of my video, you will just see me randomly putting curls in my hair, curling it, brushing it out, sectioning it, just going through it, just until I feel it's okay. Ngenze kahle manje, ngiyathanda lento engiyenzile and umsebenzi wami uhamba ngendlela le. But just to explain again, it's nice ukuhlukanisa inwele zakho, so it just makes working with your sections easier and it's more convenient. So yeah, just hlukanisa inwele zakho ube nesineke. And then what else can I tell you guys? I'm just trying to keep the conversation going because I've already explained what I'm doing.
I know, Uti, sometimes it might happen that you might have hair that wasn't wrapped up properly, so it's not as flat as the rest of your head. Just like these little fluffy hairs hanging out at the back. So for those, I am going to use my ORS edge control just to lay them down so they come to the party. The end of the video. I'm very happy with the outcome of my work. I'm actually quite proud.